Hey there, y'all. Welcome. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what I do as a weight coach, how it helps clients, give you a little bit more detail about how the sessions run, which I think will be really useful, maybe something you can kind of use on your own as well. So before we get into all that, a couple of notes. Number one, please do subscribe. That helps you because you can find my future videos. They're all free, great information to help you lose weight. It helps me because it helps YouTube know that this content is useful and helpful. And then YouTube will show it to more people, help spread the word. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Duke. I lost 50 pounds in 2020, and I've tried a lot of other things in the past. I did weight loss programs like Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers and did a high intensity boot camp. But this approach is really the first thing that gave me lasting results and really worked for me. I found out about a lot of these approaches while I was training through the life coach school. So I'm a certified life and weight coach. I also bring in other methodologies like theta healing, tapping, EFT, emotional freedom techniques. So a lot of different tips and tricks to work with clients. So topic again for today is sort of what I do in a session, how I help clients, just to make that a little more clear and understandable. And one analogy that I sort of thought of as I was trying to explain this, I went to a high school class reunion this past weekend, and I was trying to explain what I do to friends and not doing a really great job. So I thought about it a lot on the trip home, and I've got an analogy that I think will work. So if you think of what I do with clients as similar to what a piano teacher does. So one of the things a piano teacher might have you do, or any other musical instrument, is they might have you play a piece of music and they are listening for the things, if there's sort of this platonic ideal of what the piece is supposed to sound like, they're listening for variances from that platonic ideal. And then they help the student to tweak that, correct that, so they can play this beautiful music, get the result they want. And that is similar to what I do with clients. So we do a weekly check-in, what went well, what didn't go well. And when we get to the what didn't go well, I'm listening to what they say as if it's a piece of music. And I'm listening for something that's off, right? So like a wrong note in the piece of music. And I don't mean wrong in a judgy way, but just a thought that is incompatible with the client's stated goal to lose weight. And because, right, our words come directly from our thoughts, it's a great window into what somebody is thinking. And it's our thoughts, right? Our thoughts drive our feelings drive our actions lead to our results. So just in conversation, I'm hearing those sort of wrong notes that I know are the thoughts that are getting in the way of weight loss. So just checking my notes. So why am I able to do this? Number one, I've lost 50 pounds. So I know the mindset that's required to get to where I am. And there's not only one way to do it, but I know sort of like where I am and what's incompatible with that. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a skinny mini. If you want to be a size 2, be a size 0, lose the last 10 pounds, at this moment in time, I'm probably not the right coach for you. But if you want to get where I am, I'm about a size 8, 10 now. So if your goal is to get, a lot of my clients, they're in 16, 18s and they want to get down to a 12, 14. I've done that. So I know you don't have to be perfect, but I know the thoughts that are sort of incompatible with the mindset you need to get there. So one, I've done it. I have the mindset. So I'm looking for things that are not a match with that mindset. Number two, and this is really important, I've been trained in sort of a special way of listening. So while we might be friends and the conversation will probably be friendly, I'm listening in a different way than your friend is listening. I'm not listening with the intent to commiserate or, with the intent to jump in there with you and go, girl, I know, although sometimes I do that. But I'm really listening with the intent of, again, hearing those thoughts that are not a match for what you said you wanted. You said you wanted this, which means you have to think like this. but I can see you're thinking in a different way. And if I can call your attention to those thoughts, a lot of times that's all that takes to make a shift. So why can I do this? I've done it. I've got the mindset. I've been trained in the special way of listening. I also know how to help people change, right? I've been trained in some techniques to help. So it's one thing to know sort of like where your thoughts are off, but then how do we change those thoughts? How do we change those behaviors? And I've had a lot of tools and training that I can bring in that help with that as well. So I know how to help somebody to change without feeling deprived and without really getting that rebel in you all riled up. We may step on our toes every now and again. But when we do, we can kind of like dance with that, work around it a little bit. So I hope that's a good analogy. I hope it makes it a little bit more clear. So let me ask you, can you see how, having that outside perspective on what you're thinking would be helpful for you to help you understand where you're not a match for the result that you're wanting? And can you think of some other ways that you might be able to change your thoughts and beliefs besides just working with a coach, maybe a book or some other techniques that you've used success with in the past? Please leave those in the comments below, because be good tips for me and my clients and for other people who are watching this video. So if you are ready to lose weight and you are intrigued by the idea of a program with a 100% money back guarantee, if you finish my entire 16-week program and up to a year from completing that program, you're not happy, I'll give you your money back. It's a stupid way to run a business, but my clients get results. So far, so good. If that's something you are ready to start with, go to my website, lisaduke.net/schedule. You have access there to my online calendar. You might have to go a week or two out, but you should be able to find a time that works for me and works for you. We'll get on a free call, go over your goals, make sure you're a good fit for my program. The other thing you can do is, again, subscribe to my channel and watch some of these other videos that are going to give you more free tips to help you with your weight loss goals. Take care, have a good week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.